Before you give up on her, just watch. Why is she pulling away in the first place? Most men panic when a woman becomes distant. They assume she's lost interest, found someone else, or simply doesn't care anymore. But the reality is much deeper. She stops feeling the chase. When she first met you, there was mystery, excitement, and challenge. Now she knows exactly how you feel, and it's predictable. She tests your emotional control. Attraction isn't built on words, it's built on distance, tension, and emotions. When everything is always available, it loses value. The silent test you didn't even notice. Here's something most men miss entirely. When a woman pulls away, it's often a subconscious test. She doesn't always plan it, but her instincts are watching. She's wondering, is he emotionally strong enough to handle this? Will he chase me? Fail instantly. She ignores them, they text again. She takes longer to respond, they ask if everything is okay. She cancels plans and they try to reschedule immediately. Every single one of these reactions proves to her that she's in full control. But the men who win this test, the ones who truly stand out, do something different. They don't react emotionally, they don't chase, they don't beg for answers, they simply hold their position. And that's when she starts to feel something unexpected: regret. The power of control. Here's what most men don't realize. Women don't fall in love with presence, they fall in love with absence. The less you give away freely, the more she values what she gets. Think about it. Why pulling back at the right time is the most powerful move you can make. Instead of texting her first, wait. Noticing your absence, and that's when she starts wondering, why isn't he reacting? Did he lose interest? Is he seeing someone else? The moment you stop giving freely, she starts missing you. So, what should you do instead of chasing? Most men try to fix a situation like this. They think, maybe if I explain myself, if I show her how much I care, she'll come back. But attraction doesn't work like that. Instead of trying to win her back with words, do this. Match her energy. If she's distant, don't overcompensate. Pull back and stay neutral. If she reaches out, respond, but don't overdo it. Overinvestment, how to handle it? Most men make the mistake of welcoming her back too easily. She disappears for a week, then suddenly texts, "Hey," and what do? They jump at the opportunity. If she made a big mistake, here's how to handle it instead. Stay calm. Don't act like her message is the best thing that's happened to you. Let her work for it. If she disappeared, she needs to prove she's serious about coming back. Take back control of the pace. Don't fall into old patterns. Let her feel the distance before giving her too much attention again. If you do this, she'll respect you more because now she knows she can't take you for granted. If she never comes back, here's the truth you need to accept. Not every woman will come back, and that's okay. Because if she pulls away and never returns, then she just saved you from wasting more time on the wrong person. Silence. Here's something most men will never understand. Silence is one of the most powerful responses you can give. Most guys think they need to argue, explain themselves, or fight for her attention when she starts pulling away. But the truth is, silence speaks louder than words ever could. It creates mystery, uncertainty, and a shift in emotional power. At first, she might not even notice. She assumes you'll be back. She assumes you'll check in, send a text, or try to fix things. But then days pass, then weeks. And suddenly she realizes something is different. That's when everything starts shifting in her mind, because now you're no longer predictable. You're no longer the guy who always checks in or waits. Instead, you've disappeared from her world, and that creates a void she wasn't prepared for. Expecting it forces her to reevaluate her feelings for you. Why women underestimate you until you go silent. Most women assume that men will always be available. They assume that no matter what they do, no matter how much they pull away, you'll still be there waiting. And why wouldn't they? Most men chase, and most men can't handle a woman's distance. When you choose silence over chasing, it disrupts her expectations. She starts thinking, wait, why isn't he reacting? Why hasn't he tried to talk to me? Is he actually moving on? And those thoughts spark something deep inside her. It forces her to ask herself a question she never expected to ask. Did I misjudge him? That question alone creates a wave of emotions that most women aren't prepared for. The moment she starts to feel your absence, here's the part most men never get to see because they give up too early. At first, she feels fine. She might even feel relieved. She assumes you'll reach out soon, but then silence. No texts, no calls, no engagement on her social media, nothing. Days turn into weeks. She starts checking her phone more often. Still nothing. And that's when it hits her. For the first time, she's the one. Feeling uncertain if she's the one. Wondering if she made a mistake because now you're no longer chasing, and that changes everything. Attraction. Here's a truth most men don't realize. A woman values you based on how difficult you are to replace. When you are always there, always available, she never has to think about losing you. But now she's starting to feel your absence, and that feeling, it's unsettling. She starts wondering if she took you for granted. She starts wondering if she misjudged your worth. The best part, she doesn't even realize. She's doing it. It happens naturally, subconsciously, because when something is always available, it loses value. But when something disappears, it becomes a mystery. And mystery creates attraction. If you found value in this video, make sure to like and subscribe.